What's up, modest millennial? It's Guys here. So today we are going to talk about this interesting post I found on Graham Stephan subreddit calling Graham a sellout. Let me start off by saying that it is a bold move to call a big YouTuber with more than 3 million subscribers and connections that far outreach a random person's posting on Reddit a sellout. But is Graham really a sellout? Let's find out. Before we begin, I would really appreciate if you take a moment to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button below to help spread this information out to a larger audience. So if you don't know who Graham Stephan is and you are hearing this name for the first time ever, Graham Stephan is a real estate agent turned personal finance YouTuber that spends most of his week researching for content, creating content, and uploading that content on YouTube. Graham seems to have captured the heart of majority of millennials like you and I through his comical approach to personal finance and videos that make learning about personal finance much more fun. Graham started his channel while he was still doing open houses and showings for selling real estate in Los Angeles and quickly grew to be a big YouTuber due to his business-like approach to YouTube and making content that was relatable as well as fun to watch. After that, Graham quit being a real estate agent to focus majority of his time to create YouTube content. He also started a reaction channel called The Graham Stephan Show, a podcast channel called The Iced Coffee Hour, and a vlog channel in recent times called The Stuff Family. Stuff Family? Just call it Graham Stephan Vlogs, man. But recently, I found this post on Reddit calling Graham a sellout and accusing him of making content just for the sake of uploading and not putting in 100% into researching the content before making a video about something. The post did acknowledge that Graham's videos used to be full of knowledge and provided helpful takeaways to build one's personal finance health, but then went on to provide criticism regarding the clickbaity titles and thumbnails that, to this person, come off as being used to just garner views. They're also claiming that the content doesn't seem useful enough anymore and that the YouTube game has turned into a money-making machine for Graham and hardly provides any additional value to them anymore. Of course, for Graham, who seems to be passionate about personal finance and loves creating content for YouTube, this post created outrage, and you can kind of see that with this not so brief response from Graham that he formulated himself to answer to this stranger's criticism. First of all, Graham comments that the OP just looked at the titles and thumbnails and decided not to watch the video for its value, but rather just kept scrolling, assuming that the video is going to be clickbaity as well. Graham also acknowledges that there is repeat of information in his videos, but also reminded that about 50% of the people watching his videos are always new viewers and not his subscribers themselves. Graham emphasized that in order to keep growing his channel and his popularity, some information needs to be repeated and the titles and thumbnails need to be compelling enough to spark the audience's curiosity. But Graham did not stop here, guys. He went on to reassure that twice as much research goes into his videos than did a couple years ago to keep up with the current trends, changing tastes, and evolving YouTube algorithm, and that YouTube generally recommends the newest videos that cover the most urgent topics first. One of the most interesting points that Graham made in his response was about his target audience. If you are a Graham Stephan subscriber, Graham mentioned you are not his target audience as you already have watched most of his videos that he uploaded in the past and know what to do in case of life-changing events like the stock market dropping by 5%. His target audience in situations like these is actually the general population that goes into panic mode for a stock market correction even as little as 5%, and just general advice from Graham about staying calm, staying the course, diversifying, and saving money is valuable enough for such population to start believing the basics of investing again. So does all of these make Graham Stephan a sellout? Does making videos with repeat content mean that Graham has reduced or stopped researching content altogether and only makes videos for the sake of generating revenue? Does making clickbaity titles and thumbnails mean that Graham just wants views and doesn't actually care if the content is valuable for the audience or not? Here is my take on the whole situation. First of all, let me just say that I have been a subscriber to all of Graham's channels for the past several months, and what started with subscribing to his main channel to learn about personal finance has now turned into subscribing to even his vlog channel because I enjoy his personality. I like the frugal attitude he takes towards money and really sends the message that if a person who has made it in life is still frugal and still tracks every dollar he spends, I probably should be doing the same thing with way less of a net worth than Graham has. When it comes to making repeat content, I have found that over the course of the past 5 months that my channel has existed, it has become increasingly harder for me to find a topic to cover, as the niche of personal finance is not as evolutionary as any of the other niches that exist on YouTube. Graham himself talks about this, and I acknowledge that the ways of saving and investing money today are the same as they were in 2018, 2019, and 2020, but the audience that watched his videos over the past same amount of time has constantly shuffled and updated. With any niche, there is always going to be repeat content, may it be within the same channel or someone else like me trying to create another personal finance channel similar to all the other ones that exist on YouTube these days. The key to repeating your content is to present it in a slightly different or a more improved format so it brings additional value to your viewer, and Graham does a phenomenal job of achieving this with his videos. As far as the quality of his videos is concerned, from my perspective, I feel that Graham's videos and his dialogue delivery and editing have become much more professional in nature over the past year than when he first started his channel. Graham definitely seems more confident in the content he puts out each week and has created a following for himself based on a combination of his personality, his outreach, and his constant strive to research and provide additional value. All of this being said, no, I don't believe that Graham is a sellout, but I do believe that he has become more professional and businesslike than he was homey in the early years of his content. Don't get me wrong here, he still comes off as being homey, but in a more professional fashion, if that makes sense at all. What is important to note is that Graham has become seasoned now when it comes to creating content, and there is a set format that he follows for how his videos are structured, what kind of content he is making, and even the timing for when his content is uploaded to YouTube, accurate down to the minute of the hour, so that his audience is not left hanging waiting for his uploads. This structure, I feel, gives off a more sellout vibe, as most of his videos follow the same pattern, but wrongfully so, as each of his videos to me comes off as being well researched, and I always find additional value than what I learned from his previous videos. Finally, I want to thank Graham for making such engaging and educational content that has personally helped me better my finances over the past couple years. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and as always, please don't forget to like this video below and subscribe to my channel for more personal finance content. Also, if you are tired of just watching me in this small frame, please follow me on Instagram, where I share spicy insights of my personal life and how I save money pretty much on a daily basis. Alright everyone, see you again soon. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel.